of the few selected to come to media days. What are you excited about today?
It feels great. Every year Coach picks 3 players, and I know ever since I've been here, I wanted to come. So I'm just glad I got the opportunity to be here, and I'm just really excited to be here.
We've been talking about depth on the defensive side of the ball. What do you like about, the additions you guys brought in and kind of the versatility you guys have there?
Yeah, we got a lot of good players that have came in. I'm not gonna name no names because I feel like I'm gonna leave people out, but we got a lot of good guys that came in on every level, the D-line, the linebacker, and in the back end. And I feel like we just a real tight group, and you can expect us to be real good on that side of the ball this year.
Daylan, I want to ask you about Daylan Carnell coming in and his leadership. This is the 7th year of college football, so obviously he has a ton of experience. He's been in the SEC with 2 different programs. So what has his leadership and experience brought to the table in the defensive back room?
Yeah, he a old man. He operates like an old guy, but that's my guy. He done bring a ton of leadership, like a ton of knowledge to the room, and when he speaks, everybody listens to him just because of what he's done and how long he's been playing. So yeah, he's a great guy.
Are there things that he just does differently because he's been around for a while?
Yeah, how he really what I've even learned from him is how he take care of his body. Just because he's dealt with injuries, so he's learned how to overcome that and how to take care of his body. So I've learned that from him myself.
Guys brought in 4 safeties this offseason, including CJ. How do you feel about the versatility of the safety group this year?
Yeah, the safety room is so deep. We got a lot of guys in that room. The 4 additions: Mo, Santana, Catalan, and
CJ.
Yeah, CJ Bass. Yeah, and then you got Greco coming along too now. So we got a real deep room, and we're a real close room too. We do a lot of things off the field together. We hang out a lot together. So yeah, we got a real deep room.
When you talk about sustaining success, 2 straight 10-win seasons, hoping to go for another, what do you feel like has been the key for you guys in kind of sustaining that?
I feel like the leadership. Coach Drink always says like it's no bad teams, it's only like bad leaders, and the last 2 years have been the best 2 years of leadership we've had. So now that I'm in a bigger leadership role, I just want to continue that. So yeah.
When you look at all the depth all over the place on defense, what's that competition like at practice, competing, for starting spots and for, snaps? What's that competition like, healthy, that kind of thing?
Yeah, it's healthy competition. Guys competing, they're going like, they just challenging guys to like just be better. I feel like it's no like hate or nothing like that. It's like, it's healthy competition. Guys going at it, just competing to be the best, pushing each other to be the best. So I feel like it's a good, healthy competition.
Daylan, ton of changeover at wide receiver on the other side of the ball, position you go against every day in practice. What's that room look like so far when you're competing against them, and what can we expect this year?
Yeah, you can expect some big things from the wide receiver room. You got Kevin Coleman who came in. That's who I went against a lot in the spring. He's gonna be a dude. He real nice. And this overall, the whole wide receiver room, Coach Peeler recruits real deal athletes every year, so it should be no fall off. I don't think it'll be a fall off at all in the wide receiver room.
And what makes Kevin Coleman what makes him a dude, as you would say?
Yeah, he just real fast. He's a quick, twitchy dude. He gets in and out of his breaks very quick. He really doesn't have any wasted movement. Everything he does is like to get to a certain point. So yeah.
How was the coaching staff this summer got you guys ready for what it's going to mean to play Kansas this season?
Yeah, we've had Coach Drink has brought in about 2 or 3 guys to just come talk about the rival. Like we've had like hour-long team meetings about that rivalry. So just so that we know like what's coming and what that rivalry is really about. So yeah.
What are those meetings like? Are you guys watching old highlights or what's?
Yeah. So we talked about like how it started. We've talked about like players and like the big games and stuff like that. We watched highlights too. They done showed us a whole bunch. We done seen a lot about it. So we'll definitely be ready. We know it's coming and what comes with that rivalry.
Now that you sat in those meetings, what's your understanding of what that rivalry is like?
That it's a real old rivalry and it means a lot to both sides. So yeah, it's gonna be a real good game.
Daylan. 6 straight home games to start the season. When you saw the schedule, what was your first thought, and how much importance are y'all putting on, staying, being undefeated at home and really making those games count?
Yeah, we was undefeated last year, right, at home. Yeah, so we just really want to continue that. 6 straight home games. I feel like it's some good and bad. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the first away game, like real late in the season, but at the same time, we can build confidence. When we stay undefeated at home, just build confidence going into the first away game. So I feel like it'll end up being a positive for us.
Any more questions? All right.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Daylan.
Thank you.